If it's local and it rocks, it is locals only on 95X. Brand new rock there from the boys in Crow's Cage called Chemicals. Prior to that, you got Feeding Affliction and Leech. The one thing the first four bands on the show this evening have in common is they will all be performing Saturday, August 8th, Kegs Canal Side in Jordan, New York for the second annual Locals Only Fest, headlined by the reuniting Dracula Jones. One night only. Tickets are only $10. Get that ticket link at 95x.com. And we are fortunate enough to have the gentleman from Crow's Cage live in the studio this evening. Aaron, Tommy, Clinton, EJ, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
What's up, Scott?
Hey, Scott.
Excited after 2.5 years to finally have you guys on the air.
Absolutely, it's been a while.
We've definitely tried a few times. I'm excited. You guys have brand new music. The tune is called Chemicals. It's from the forthcoming album, which you just unleashed to me, is called Shaded Revenge.
That's correct.
And now that album's coming out October 3rd.
Yes.
Short and sweet. It's been a while. I mean, you guys had new music roughly 2 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that.
November 2013.
Oh, there you go. So we're coming up on 2 years. So now I know you guys tend to keep all of this stuff sort of inside the band. You guys write and record kind of all independently. What was the process like this time as opposed to maybe the last recording?
Well, this time we took a lot more time with it.
Yeah.
We didn't try to rush it. You know, where last time we were kind of pressured to get some stuff out, you know, so we spent a little more time at it, and, you know, hopefully sounds are a little better. And
yeah, there's a little bit of a different approach as far as the music goes. We got a little bit of like a bluesy rock sound to it, and just a mixture of different things.
Well, it's a natural progression as you play together longer and longer. You learn how each other plays and how you can play off of each other, and everything seems to gel over time. So it's always cool to see the progression a band makes from the first initial recording to where they end up over the course of the arc of their career. So it's nice to see you guys doing that, and it's happening naturally. It's nothing that's being forced from anywhere, anybody, or anything. So it's amazing to me. I love watching a group of guys get together and slowly emerge into a real working band.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with this one. The writing aspect of it, on this album, I get to do a lot more, and I was more open to what they were doing, and just had a lot of fun with it, you know. Went with the flow.
Very cool. Yeah. Now, this new one, Chemicals, you said is a little bit different than with the rest of the songs that are going to appear on the release. And you had mentioned going in a more bluesy rock vein. And we were talking prior, you said there was a little bit of a southern rock influence, too, which is a very cool thing. And it's a little bit of a departure from what you guys have done prior.
Definitely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And like you were saying before, I've been playing with Aaron for 21 years. So he doesn't have any riffs that I don't already know. But you know,
maybe he's holding out on you. You don't know.
But like you said, you know, we've evolved a lot together. You know, the three of us have been together since 2006. You know, and now we're into almost 2 years with EJ. So
yeah,
it's really awesome. Starting to come together as a unit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, you guys have been one of the hottest live bands in the scene for a few years since EJ has joined the band. It seems there's been some new momentum. It's good to see you guys capitalizing on that now with this new recording and a new CD coming this fall. It seems like everything seems to be falling right into place.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
EJ definitely brought a spark to the band, a little more energy, you know, plus he's cute.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we talked a little bit before about Locals Only Fest, which is happening August 8th. You guys are playing right before the legendary Dracula Jones does their reunion.
Can't wait.
We're very excited about that, to see Dracula Jones out there again.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Scott, we're really honored to do this and that you asked us. We're just so psyched to do this show.
It's exciting for me to finally have you guys on a show. It's been a while since we've been able to work together on anything, and I missed having you guys out. You know, I talk a lot about the bands that are on here being easy to work with and professional and being on time. And just a note for all of you bands out there that constantly complain that you don't get airplay or shows. Maybe you should think about doing things a little bit more professionally.
Absolutely.
Just saying.
Just have fun with it and just do your thing. Everybody's in it for a reason. It's what you love to do, and I don't know. I would love this to be my job.
Hey, it could be someday, man. You never know.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
Absolutely. So once again, we're talking to the boys from Crow's Cage. We got Aaron, Tommy, Clint, and EJ live in the studio discussing their forthcoming release, which is called Shaded Revenge. If you missed their song Chemicals, which we just debuted on the show, tune in Sunday night at 8 p.m. for the Locals Only replay. You get to hear the track again. We're actually going to get to a bunch of the bands from Locals Only Fest this Sunday night. And then next Thursday, we'll have Dracula Jones in. We'll do the same thing. We'll chat with those guys, catch up with Jeff, and add in those guys. Where can people find you guys online? Where's the best social media presence that Crow's Cage has, so in case people can't make it to Locals Only Fest, they can, in fact, interact with the band?
Well, our most active page is our Facebook page, which would be facebook.com/Crow's Cage. But also our .com, crowscage.com. We have all our information on there. You can listen to our music, check out photos. And another great site for us is Reverb Nation, which would be reverbnation.com/Crow's Cage. And if you go there, we have our videos, we have links to everything, to the shows, tickets. It's a great place to catch up on us and really to catch up on all the other local bands that are on the show, as well as discover some new bands. It's a great site.
Yeah, Reverb Nation is a fantastic asset for discovering like truly underground bands. We're not talking about, signed bands that don't get airplay. We're talking about bands in different cities like Syracuse all over the country that are struggling just like we all do to get people to listen. So use that resource. Get on Reverb Nation, and it's cool because the thing that I like about Reverb Nation, it's actually kind of a new feature, is if you go on and you look for Crow's Cage, it will suggest, I think, 3 or 4 other bands that have categorized themselves similarly to Crow's Cage across the country, so you can actually check out some really cool bands that you may not have known about if not for the site Reverb Nation.
But I have to attest to that, too. I've discovered bands on that myself. I love it.
Oh, absolutely. That was there's a band on Locals Only called Wild Adriatic that are from like the Albany area that I never would have known about if not for Reverb Nation. So it was cool. It was a way to introduce me to a band that exists 2 hours from here.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, man. It's just you just gotta look for it, and the music's out there.
It most certainly is. Once again, the guys from Crow's Cage live in the studio. They got a new single called Chemicals and a record on the way, which will be released on October 3rd called Shaded Revenge. You can also see them at Locals Only Fest on August 8th, Kegs Canal Side in Jordan, New York, along with Dracula Jones, Feeding Affliction, Jeremiah's Razor, a whole host of other bands. 13 bands for just $10. You can hit up any of the local bands for tickets or go to 95x.com and buy them online. Guys, thank you very much for coming in tonight. We'll do this again right before the record comes out. We'll debut another single. We'll get you on, and we'll really delve into that whole recording process.
Absolutely. Keep on rocking.
Absolutely. Thank you guys again. Stick around on the